Everspark, Sparky Spark, Miss Spark, whatever you want to call her. Her remote is pretty awesome. I wanted to show a couple quick hits that we had in the last little bit. Now, first off was George on red line. Obviously, on red line, you can go for the front shield generators, which is a little bit of a tough, actually not a little bit, it's a lot bit of a tough attack. Depending on who's available to attack and who's not, we decide either to go for the shield generators or for the rocket launchers. In this, we decided to go for the rocket launchers, and I wanted to show, like, obviously the first remote that you throw is going to be good. Like, you have the delay, no problems there. But after the first remote is when the problems start, because everything is going to attack you the second your smoke clears. So what I wanted to show was George doing it like a master. So first one, not bad. He gets hit by the flamethrower a little bit. He takes some damage there. I'm going to show it down to halftime here, just to show how magical this is. Once the smoke timer gets to about 95%, he drops his smoke, and bam, he drops a med kit. Doesn't end up needing it because his smoke timer is so awesome. But down goes the second rocket launcher. He moves over a little bit. Now, again, same thing as before. He nails the smoke time perfectly in such a way that the flamethrowers don't even hit him. Gets a third rocket launcher, and then, and getting these four rocket launchers that are this far apart, let's show it again. On this fourth one, he just lets Allspark die. It starts to be too expensive to resmoker and to use remotes, so he gets four rocket launchers that are not all that close together. Now, getting those bazookas would take a very, very good attack, and all that George has to do in this instance is one thing. He has to drop... Oh, and then look at his troops over here. Gets his troops. Some of them ignore the flare. But then he gets over and clears some mortars and sniper towers and all that sort of stuff. Now, it's not that Allspark's remote doesn't require skill, because it does, but you don't have to shock in 4 spots and flare and medkit and critter. All you have to do is push this one smoke button, and it takes a lot less timing and it makes it a lot simpler. And along those lines, ever since I saw Everspark's remote, this attack is the one that I've wanted to do. Because typically for this hit, you either smoke zookas back there, and you have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 4 tough shocks, or you bring a scorcher with you, and you have to drop the scorcher at the right time, and then you have to shock the scorcher at the right time, and bringing the scorcher costs 12 GBE, shocking the scorcher brings your GBE up as well. So what I wanted to do was bring Everspark. So first off, GBE stuff. Got to clear this mine as well because it's level 22 and there's no troop health on this account. Now this account only has 97% troop damage, and that's with 1 troop damage statue boosted. 3 of them were unboosted, so had they all been boosted, this would have gone down. But so standard issue walk. This yellow line is critical. As soon as Everspark crosses that, as soon as your troops cross the yellow line, out comes Everspark, and that gets her walking. And then into the corner there goes the flare, and they walk and walk and walk. Now, the mistake that I made on this attack was, number one, that the flare expires before they get all the way into the corner. So, a little bit sloppy. They didn't get all the way out of the way. Had they have gotten all the way into the corner, it would have gone a little bit better. So now, you saw I dropped the 2 smokes in a row with the one at the shore first. Now, the reason for that is that first off, I pushed the remote button there, then I dropped the critters into the smoke. There's a targeting bug right now. If these smokes cleared right now without those critters, all of the ranged weapons would turn and absolutely destroy the zookas, which would be a very, very bad thing. So what I'm doing is overriding the bug with critters. So they turn... Everything attacks the critters. The remote control comes out. The critters die, and then everything attacks the machine gun. Look at that. There's, what's that, 12 rocket launchers shooting the machine gun, maybe more from behind. And to make it even better, the grappler's grabbing it. So, meanwhile, in behind, our zookas are just going ham on the headquarters. Another remote comes out on the flamethrower. Zooka's still going ham. Now, I pushed the remote button here way too early. Watch, I threw another remote on this machine gun way too early. Should have waited at least until that flamethrower was gone. But nonetheless, first time trying this, so there's going to be some mistakes. But still, Zooka's still taking out the core, all sparks, still popping out critters, and finally there is no more remotes, so everyone dies. But very, very useful. And once the targeting bug is fixed, that attack will get even better because you won't need to use critters there. So very, very, very interesting. And the only tough part is knowing when the defenses are going to die. So, I mean, this basically took out the core down to, I think it got down to like 300,000 or something like that. But very, very cool. No need for a scorcher. No need to shock your own troops. No timing issues. Very, very cool. And I think this has a lot of potential on this hit. And I'm not sure about others. Maybe on Manticore, possibly. I don't really know. But Titan for sure. I love it. That attack makes me very happy, and it's something that I've thought about since Everspark was released. So hope you enjoyed. If you're doing anything else cool, please let me know. If you've seen anything else cool, please let me know. I'd love to see what people are doing with Everspark. I feel like we've only just scratched the surface. And big thanks to Wrecker / Jaded / what else? What are other accounts' names? Anyways, thanks to Jaded. I appreciate it. He let me use his account to try that hit just because he was boosted and had to go out for dinner. So thank you, Mr. Jaded. Greatly appreciated. Hope you guys like it. I hope that is something that gets you thinking about Everspark. Let me know in the comments below if you're doing something else or seen something else, or if you think that it's useful. Okay,